Sapudi Raj. Are we doing our bit? Toastmaster Sapudi Raj.
His mother quickly rushed to the refrigerator to bring him a plate full of fruits and vegetables.
No, I don't want all this.
Poor mother goes back to bring more food because he's just now come back after 2 hours of sports lesson in his school. She comes back with chicken wings, pancakes, cookies, enough food for a young lad of 8 to waste. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good evening.
Good evening.
What you saw was the life of the privileged, of those who have everything in abundance with them, of those who've heard of the word hunger but never felt its pain. The UN Food and Agriculture Organization defines hunger as consumption of less than 1,800 kilocalories a day, which is the minimum required for a healthy and productive living. We all feel hungry, and whenever we are hungry, we crunch or munch our favorite food item. We go to restaurants, and the more hungry we are, the more food we order. We invite guests and always cook or order much more than what is required. That is the life of the privileged. And we are all blessed to be amongst the privileged. Now let's have a look at the other side of the picture, where a helpless mother is holding her dying infant because she does not have anything to feed her. The sight of a vulture who is just ready to grab a deserted child who is so weak that he can't even move. The sight of an utterly malnutrition child who is fighting a dog over a small piece of meat. The sight of poor, hungry people who are so weak that they can't even feed themselves when food was offered. The Global Hunger Index says that around 3 billion people, which is almost half the entire global population, mainly in Asia and Africa, live for less than 9 dirhams a day. 500 million people in 41 heavily indebted countries together are poorer than only 7 richest people on earth. 1 billion children, that is 1 in every second child, is poor and is hungry. Statistics could be many, and so could be the reasons. It could be exploitation, selfish leadership, natural calamity. But let's talk today about ways of eradicating hunger. It's not that the world is not doing anything about it. The United Nations has agencies that is working for food security. There are countries, organizations, agencies that is fighting this cause through the help of internet, awareness, media. But the big question is, what are we doing as individuals? Does that article that talks about severe food crisis in some parts of Africa goads us to contribute to this cause? Or is that just an article that we read, feel pity about, and forget? Does that video on YouTube that shows immense food wastage in some rich countries while millions of us suffer for a single day's meal propels us to prevent food wastage? Are we doing our bit? Eliminating millions of tons of food thrown away annually as waste in the rich countries can alone lift around 1 billion people out of hunger, claim the experts. If the rich buy and consume only what is required, it will make food affordable for the poor. But let's not wait for the countries to take action. Let us do something. There are some noble souls who have devoted their entire life for this cause by actually being there, cultivating crops, bringing in donations and trying to feed as many hungry people as possible. But if we can't do that, then at least do something for this cause. Fellow Toastmasters, pledge with me today that each one of you would do something to eradicate hunger. Do not cook more than what is required. Let's make a promise to ourselves that we will feed only ourselves with what we can complete. Donate and experience the joy of giving. Prevent food wastage. Every 5 seconds, a child dies because of hunger, and we do nothing to stop that. Let's do our bit before we leave this world to be more hungry. Over to you.